Crossfire Philippines ba?
You are watching the Filipino Crossfire of the Regional Finals, and dahil dyan, nasa set 2 na tayo, Sneaky Frog. I'm hearing a lot of noise na marami talaga nakatutok sa atin dito, especially that this is playoffs now already. Welcome to Philippine Crossfire Philippines. Ni Hauma, Juan Ying Laidao, Crossfire Fay Rubin. Pasok na pasok.
Yung nagawa mo na, nagawa mo.
Pwede na mag-chengdu, Sneaky.
Mr. Worldwide. Pwede na. Pwede na, but ayun nga, this map number 2 is gonna be very interesting, no, for yung international audience natin, because they do get to watch Stallions on sub-base, which is quite a rarity, no, pagdating dito sa international play, as it is always match stage and playoff games. So ayun nga, it's gonna be quite the treat. Both teams really good on their respective sides dito sa map na to, and I can't wait for us to start, pare.
I mean, in a neighborhood kung saan these players are gonna be shining through and through, it's time to give a sneak peek to everybody that's watching. It's Stallions versus MATTJESS once again. It's time to throw it to our casters deck, Daedom and Ramon. What's going on there?
Yeah, I think everything's working, no? The mic's working, all the teams are playing at mukhang ayos na ayos tayo dito para sa second set natin of sub-base. Historically, one of the most known maps para sa ating parehong teams, lalo na para sa Stallions ngayon, pare. It's been a long time since a team has pressured them on this map, particularly nung PH Masters, nung kinalaban nila ang Pacific. Pero, it is MATTJESS we're also talking about ngayon, man.
Exactly. Alam mo, Chris, this matchup to me, parang ano to parang street fight. We're going back to basics, we're going back to sub-base between these two Cebuano teams, and man, I cannot wait how these two will bout it out. I mean, yes, Ankara, I already said it is the most important part of this series for MATTJESS, but I think now that with that pressure off, I think they can actually perform even better dito sa set number 2 natin, sub-base. I mean, granted, this is Stallions, we're talking about worldwide recognition ang naabot ng sub-base nila. MATTJESS, it's time to prove their mettle against some of the world's best.
Yeah, I mean, you can already note down the amount of teams that they've also faced up on this map, already showing everybody that they all have the most notable sub-base that we've got dito sa ating liga overall as well. Pero, syempre, let's put a little bit of a spotlight para sa MATTJESS dito so far, no? Even in Impact Summer, this is also a map that they use as a weapon so much, no? So, parang aggressive when it comes to the MR pushes. And every time that they also have some coverage dun sa may second mid, it's almost like not any a lot of teams can actually get themselves the entry. Pero up against one of the best, if not the best sub-base team in the world.
Yes.
It is a huge challenge para sa MATTJESS kung makakaabot nga sila. Let's see if they can actually prove themselves worthy of being the sub-base killers dito sa mapa natin. It is STS now on BL. You can tell how comfortable they are on the map. Even with the smoke, they are pushing it a little bit too close. Kano with one, KLB with a second, and already they have control over CR.
Kano, KLB taking down those two defenders sa second mid, pero si Zach playing from missile, looking at KLB, the nades are coming in, yung mga HE dito, kinakalog yung missile, but JJ takes down YBA, lipat muna ng B-side, this mid-rounding from Stallions, signature and absolutely perfect.
Yeah, man, I mean, from the get-go, parang plug and play lang, even if it has been pretty much some time para lang makapasok dito ang STS, no? It took absolutely none para lang makaabot sila doon sa may second mid. Kills up one, pushes into a CR, and now MATTJESS forced into the retake from behind. JJ down from Jason, sprayed on. This is a 2v2, low in HP. Alam na nila yun, kaya with a flash shot, it will be KLP. Putting Jason down, 2 versus 1. It's up against Zach, but with 10 seconds on the clock, it's an impossible task, especially with a dropping KLB. 1-0. The Team Stallions ngayon, it's brutal from the start. Love it if on the finish.
Yeah, big props kay KLB doon, no? The on-the-fly decision-making of the Team Stallions IGL. Really next level, but Zach hits the shot, going down early. Tinamaan pa nga si JJ doon, and Woods is now a death trap for Team Stallions. Smoke's gonna be used just to try and buy a little bit of space, pero si Loy papasok na dito sa luwag. Jason with a pistol, doesn't hit the shots, but STS down to the last two players, Loy and KLB, trying to get the bomb planted. KLB will be the last man standing as MATTJESS close in on this defense. At ito na yung sinasabi natin dito, no home court advantage for Stallions. MATTJESS are just as comfortable here in sub-base, and KLB goes down. MATTJESS is up.
Double sniper setup. With the first shot ringing true, Zach with a 3K. Dito sa second round natin. The showing as he is comfortable now. He will be a big threat pag nagtagal yung matchup natin. Parang pinaulit lang ng STS yung naging aggressive push nila doon, pero hindi sila nakaabot sa second part ng execute nila dahil lang sa presence. On second mid, neto agad ng sniper nila ng MATTJESS. Didn't you get the first opening with the spray down papunta dun sa smoke? Kills off KLB, pero he's the IGL. So okay lang, his contributions on the server will be how he communicates as the leader, using all of his troops to actually get themselves map control anywhere else.
KLB down. Ito yung mga round na nahihirapan dito ang Stallions eh. But with KLB down, he has a better map control dito. No? Can look at the map, focus on the shot calling. Loy out as well. Naku po, this is where things get really challenging for Stallions. Again, they really have to try and avoid the contact play from MATTJESS, which had been oh so deadly on this GR side. And we start off sub-base the same way we started off!
What?
Angkara, Kano! How do you find a kill like that?
What the heck? Second mid, papunta doon sa may CR peak. On the way to Ninkyu's face, I believe he never even expected that. Preparations from STS showing on the server. Pero can clutch shot this 3 versus 4. Push on in the 1 minute mark. And Yaba gets overwhelmed by so many people on STS. Jason gets the trade off. 2v3. Jason pulls out the pistol. One shot. And JJ goes down. It's all going to be down to Kano. But he's done this before. Can he do
Kano
it again? 1v1. And with a double kill to start, it almost becomes a fumble for Zach. But the pistol becomes the insurance policy. 2-1 para sa MATTJESS.
Na-headshot pa nga si Kano doon. Zach again proving that MATTJESS will take the fight to you and win the duels. KLP na bato ng Granada. At iiwanan muna niya ang MR for now. Passage play from KLP. Holding down MR. And remember, KLP down to half HP. Yung second mid natin, medyo maingay na rin from Stallions. At nakapuslet si Loy. Waiting for a setup dito sa may luwag. And again, it's a lot of bullets getting thrown onto Stallions' way, but Serrel's going down early. KLP somehow finds an angle. And ito, yung default ng Stallions, something that MATTJESS might not be prepared for.
Yeah. A team that will always innovate when it comes to this map alone. A team that even the top 1 team in CFS Stars overall, well, she crumbled recently sa my Legends, pero thank you.
Uy!
Moving a little bit too far, na-spot na nga itong si JJ, and even adjust onto Kano, sobrang low on HP, pero buti na lang KLB's here to save the day. 4v3 tayo, aggressive moves on MR, puts MATTJESS on notice. They put tong si Yaba, the solo anchor on lockers. Kaya ba niyang i-force out yung mga players ng STS na mag-rotate? Mukhang hindi kinailangan ng presence niya. They are gonna rotate papunta doon sa may mid-side.
In play sana Ninkyu could have been the turnaround for MATTJESS, but he wasn't able to find much off of it. Meaning we're still stuck with a 4 versus 3 in favor of Stallions. Si Loy manggagaling sa vents. And CR, Jason is trying to hold, but he's got too many angles to look at.
Too much to handle. Feel the pressure. Come on to Zach as well. It does. KLB 1 and Loy will also get another. It is just chesswork para sa STS. 2-2 tayo. Every single player coming up online to make it a tight game dito sa sub-base.
Yes, 2-2 Stallions. Wow, what a pounce in that last round against MATTJESS. KLP strikes onto Rels. Ninkyu nakahanap din ng isa doon as KLP does go down here in locker. Uy, Loy with a quick dip into passage. Lalayo muna STS. This dip and dive into the duck actually looking really good. Making the most out of the space created. Loy takes down Zach. At papasok na ng B-side dito ang STS. Kano with the shot onto Ninkyu. And Jason won't be able to do anything in the face of the Stallions IGL. 3-2 Stallions pick up the lead.
It's a Loy classic for him. Push up in towards Forklift. Kitang-kita yung passage play. And once he got himself in that position, that is instant pressure sa GR side ng MATTJESS, forcing them to peek onto him. Already, the MVP from the first set. Mainit sa ating second. At kapag online, ang mga kailangan mag-online dito sa STS, mahirap silang kalabanin, lalo na when they start on that BL side. 3-2 tayo. It's a 2-1-2 setup para sa players on MATTJESS on the GR side. So only Stallions just mixing it up. MR controlled by them. May tao na nakagitna lang dun sa may woods. All the options available para sa Stallions.
Still a lot of second mid presence. Kita mo talaga na wood is a point of focus para dito sa atake ng Team Stallions. Lloyd just waiting in vents. And it is a double sniper para dito kay Rels and Zach, who are holding at very different angles. Nakapuslet si KLB sa locker. Pupunta na ng 2F. And there is gonna be a triple stack. But Zach is going down. Kano with another nasty angle. And Kano trying to penetrate. Rel setting up with a flash, but he goes down to the hands of KLP. What a crunch from Stallions. Pinasok ang B-side from two different angles. 2v5 retake! And Jason goes down. Mag-isa na lang si Ninkyu. Chris, and I don't think he's gonna be able to do anything at all. Stallions pick up an even bigger lead.
That is just textbook para sa Stallions. They put all the attention papunta kay Kano on second mid. He shows us another wall bang. He calls everybody from MATTJESS to challenge him. Pero nakalimutan nila na may lockers push na nangyayari para dito sa Stallions. Taking care of the anchors and forcing them to actually play on their terms. Pero Zach and Rels, the double sniper setup. Now coming up online where they need to the most. Kano now makes it a trade-off in time, pero si Jason papasok papunta kay Lloyd. 2v4 tayo. A-site on full lockdown. They're forcing STS to play a machine room, pero because STS are actually a unit in every single player that they have, confident sila na mag-separate in the 2 versus 4. Yan nga lang, si Ninkyu, preparado. Nasa kanya pa yung C4. So si Kano na lang ang natitira. Si Kanoto, at the end of the day, kayang-kaya kahit 1v5 pa, pero with the shot papunta kay Yaba, it's not gonna be enough for Kano. 4-3 tayo. MATTJESS finally fighting back dito.
Yep. MATTJESS 3-4. Keeping the set score close, and the snipers have been key dito. No? Rels and Zach, kailangan makahanap sila ng mas marami pang ganon. Rels running away from Loy, holding the grenade. Pero si Rels, naku po, mali ang hawak mo dyan. Should have been holding a gun. And Loy will pick him off. Rels down early. And JJ playing MR again, working MR. While Stallions, 5-man strong. Alam din ng Stallions na whoever gets the first pick has a massive advantage. And now they will take out Rels, one of the key snipers of MATTJESS.
Alam mo yung gusto ko talaga sa pinapanood ko dito sa Stallions, they already have their assigned positions by the get-go, and sobrang galing na lang i-control yun. For the past couple of rounds now, si Loy laging aggressive sa pagpunta sa passage. And hindi lang siya yung parang ganun eh. Sometimes si Kano makikita mo sa woods, sometimes it would be another player. Pero si Ninkyu, shutting down tong si KLP, not holding the TRG. It only needed one shot from the 417 para lang makuha niya yung nag-iisa na push on MR. But Kano also showing that he can push it a little bit too closely. Papunta sa bungo ni Ninkyu. Ginawa bang 4v3 to? Pero si Yaba, headshot machine din to. Kinupa yung pangalawa at mukhang sasakto pa si Loy on the rotation. 1v2 para kay Zach. Can he do another miracle yet again? Misses the first shot and Loy picks up the double. 5-3, Stallions under a lot of pressure. Show na kayang-kaya nila kahit ang daming nakapasok sa site.
Yeah, Ninkyu showing a little bit of disrespect doon. Shouldn't have peeked again. Should have expected some reinforcement, but now he pays the price once more. KLP wins the duel this time. Sabi niya, sinswerte ka na masyado, Ninkyu. Oh, eto, TRG and KLB to take down Zach from second mid as well. It's an absolute massacre. Stallions wipe floor with MATTJESS 6-3 in the first half.
Back-to-back 6-3 tayo sa first halves natin. Even on sub-base, it has been the same story time and time again. Pero ang napapansin ko sa MATTJESS ngayon, hindi sila masyadong aggressive no? Parang naglalaro sila sa pace and tempo ng Stallions. Binibigay nila yung passage, binibigay nila yung woods. Paulit-ulit ang naging first bloods ng Stallions dahil lang sa nakuha nilang space sa mapa. And so far, MATTJESS now trying to set the tempo. This time, Rels has the shot kay KLP. It will be the superstar sniper down, pero remember, JJ also has his capabilities. Rels Pushing up one passage, trying to get themselves another open line. Rels with a shot. Papunta kay Cano. One headshot. Loy just shuts down Rels just like that. But in the end, MATTJESS already secured yung papuntang shotter. Si JJ at si KLB papunta na lang on the way. KLB gets one. Possibly get the second. Pero yun nga lang, Yaba at the right place at the right time will secure the first round of the second half para sa MATTJESS.
And MATTJESS with their signature brute force, dire-diretso sila doon sa DR. But unfortunately, it will not. Will it be enough to actually score? Currently, a little bit still close. So, Stallions have to watch out for the brute force approach na palaging nalalabas dito ng MATTJESS whenever pressure comes to them. Pero yung Stallions, their positions, very reactionary. No, Loy jumping, gaining information. Wala pa siyang nakikita so far. Habang si Kano tumitingin-tingin lang. Where's the sniper of KLP? Deep into that B site. Nabangan niya lang na may mag-push ng locker. And if you take a look at the positions ng Stallions dito, Chris, very conservative.
Yeah. The only times that they're respecting yung opponents nila on MATTJESS. Granted, no? Hindi sila masyadong aggressive at this point given in time. Just knowing the capabilities of what both of these teams can do on the server. Scoreboard itself just show kung sino yung pinakamainit on the line right now, and coincidentally, two of them already holding up yung second mid na yan. So if Jason pushes a little bit too far, siya na nga ang unang magiging patay dito. How will MATTJESS secure this BL side so far? Every single count has been accounted for para sa Stallions on GR.
Yep. They're ready. Ready to punish any player from MATTJESS na susubukang kumuha ng kill. Pero mukhang lalapit na sila ng A-site dito, Chris. A lot of people in the WAG.
KLB has to be careful. It will be the first shot. Zach and Rels, the double sniper. Precise sa pagkuha nila ng space on the WAG. How will they peek this out? As it will be a 4v3 this time. Stallions trying to fight back with blood, but Zach's gonna jump on them. Ninkyu also gets another. Si Loy na lang ang natitira. Sobrang init ni Loy all throughout. But can he pull off a 1v4 clutch? Yaba challenges him. Wallbang pamunta kay Loy. Inabot hanggang 5-6. MATTJESS showing everybody na kayang-kaya ang sub-base laban sa Stallions.
And this is that home court we're talking about. There is no advantage for Stallions whatsoever because MATTJESS, ito rin ang paborito nila. Especially on that BL side, MATTJESS can be explosive pero si Stallions making his way to the backlines. Naku po, wala siyang nakita pero kinig niya na naghahagis ng granada dito ang mga player ng MATTJESS. Napuslitan niya na agad si Zach at dito sa likod ng bomba, papasok si Loy but Jason says no, Loy is down and a great start for MATTJESS pero may isa pa manggagaling sa likod si KLB.
KLB noted on his position. Siya yung isa sa mga dapat magka-cover para kay Loy. Pero since napatay si Loy, si KLB spotted at mukhang napatay pa nga niya si Yaba. Sobrang low on HP ni Rels kaya kailangan tumama ang TRG na dito. Nakabalik si KLB papunta doon sa may lockers. Punting an ample amount of defense back on Stallions despite Loy giving himself up.
4 versus 4. Rels is 1 but still holding on to the sniper. This is still a very hard defense to penetrate from Stallions, no? Because JJ still up. Actually, si JJ yung naka-sniper ngayon. KLB on the HK. And JJ playing from missile. This is an off angle. Baka hindi expect dito ni Zach. And Jason pushing it up with the flash. JJ still picks a kill even when flash. JJ gets a double. At MATTJESS makakapasok na sila to get the bomb planted.
My God, they even kalap tong si Rel. So mas lalo may hirapan dito si Zach as Kano pushes his buttons. Gets the 7-5 and that's all thanks to JJ. Despite the flashes, despite the amount of people na nag-push sa kanya all the way towards that A site, talagang alam niya kung paano laruin to. Flashed on now, pushes on in, and even takes care of them before he dies. Makes it an even challenge para sa Stallions on that defense.
7-5 Stallions. Hindi nila hayaan na lumagpas yung dalawa. Or kumulang ng dalawa yung lamang nila dito sa MATTJESS. But you could see just how much MATTJESS are thinking about this attack. Taking as much time as possible. And waiting at least at the 1-minute mark. Ito yung result eh. STS nagbabato sila ng utility that doesn't nearly translate to anything for MATTJESS. But its resources dwindling. starting to fall off for Stallions. Because KLP may angulo, nakita yung balikat ni Rels. And that's one of the snipers of MATTJESS down.
My God, man. I mean, in the conversation of the greatest snipers dito sa Pilipinas, KLP should not be forgotten. That conversation, pare. He is willing to take those early fights pa rin talaga. Knows the pure angles. Pero si Zach pwede nang sumagot dito sa ating laban na 4v4 push on in from Lockers. JJ prepared, pero si Zach mukhang kaya pa! Winasak ang depensa! TRG at pistol sapat na! 1v3! Kano na lang natitira, 14 kills on his name after mapatay si Zach. 1 minute mark, 1v2, C4 down as well doon sa may MR. Kailangang i-challenge.
Naku po.
Agad din Ninkyu at saka
Si
ni
Kano.
Yabato. Pero si Kano lumalapit. Si Kano mismo ang lumalapit. Pero si Ninkyu nalaman kung saan manggagaling ng isang mga pinakamalakas dito sa Pilipinas.
Wow.
6 to 7 ang laruan. MATTJESS fully showing their true colors.
Exactly, the brute force MATTJESS. How did they win the 4v5 entry? I don't know, Chris. And Kano starts it off strong. Hindi niya nahahayaan na makapasok ng
Naku
MR si
po.
Jason at si Rels. That is again Rels going down early at si Ninkyu sasagot. Pero si JJ may sagot din. Ninkyu Zach hindi makalabas ng RS. Pinupuntirya na ni Kano. And the boy is on the hunt. Kano on the board 4 times in this round. And STS push to 8.
Grabe, men. Kung slow game kanina ng first set natin, ngayon, he is showing kung bakit siya ngayon ang pinag-uusapan ng lahat ng broadcast talents, kung bakit siya ang dapat pinapanood, kung bakit siya ang dapat tinitingnan ng kalaban niya. Kano with an absolute banger of a second set. 18 kills to his name puts STS back up to 8 to 6. Let's set up in towards their GR side. All their trust in towards that Lockers hold. Mukhang bibigyan na lang ito kay KLP para lang makita yung angle. Habang ang MATTJESS slowly creeping up on towards that second mid and woods position.
Lots of noise and contact from Kano to win the fight dito laban kay Rels. MATTJESS, I give them commendations. Ang tapang nila mag-push sa smoke pero si Kano kasi yung katapat nyo. You can't do that. At si KLB lalapit sa may luwag dito, poking and prodding, just seeing if he can get a kill. But that's hefty damage already. Rels again. Siya yung laging nakuha dito ni Kano at ng early contact from Stallions.
Kaya nga, talagang prepared sila on the possibility of that second mid push. Just fully knowing that MATTJESS is on their last legs of this BL side. They are willing to try anything. Pero STS with the setup that they have, halos imposible na pwede silang makamarka on the way towards that second mid. Now with the 50-second mark, they still have the C4. They still have all the pressure in the world. Finally, with the wall bang and into the spray down, Jason secures himself atong si Kano. 4 versus 4, 40 seconds. Kailangan nilang gumawa ng desisyon. Saan sila papasok? The C4 making its way possibly in towards that passage push. Priming up on what could be a split up papunta doon sa may B site. Pero they have to be careful about Loy and his position. Zach takes care of it. Siya may hawak na rifle ngayon. Pero si KLP, pistol out, gets the double kill. Si Yaba na lang natitira. TRG ang hawak. Nakabingwit na ng isa. Pero si JJ, Pures with the double kill. Set point para sa Team Stallions on their way to a 2-0.
Ito na nga. 1 round away from picking up their signature map, that is sub-base at si Kano. What is that angle? Decapitates YBA. At nilipat naman ng second mid, Kano looking for the next. This is Kano on the sniper, by the way. And he's looking for contact. Ninkyu, ito yung hinahanap mo, a duel with Kano. O sige, palagan mo.
Sobrang bet na yung sitwasyon para dito kay Kano no? He started with that TRG, he's low on HP, but it is still the best weapon for him. Not the weapon that you expect out of him, but KLB. Pang sa Jason, a bit of info and a bit of damage done. Fully noting the Vents player has to be careful about the first peek, pero bantay na bantay sarado. Second mid down, that's JJ with another one as STS are on their way to making it that 2-0, and it started with another one. STS dominating yung first 2 sets natin. And MATTJESS, man, I mean, there's nothing that you can do. Every player coming up online and in the semifinals, kamuntikan na, eto na ata ang magiging set para sa Stallions.
Yeah, and you can feel Kano warming up. You can feel him warming up to the competition. Medyo mabagal din ang simula ng Stallions dito, much like in Ankara. But then in the second half, when Kano started to feel like he could control this game, ginawa niya na nga yun. With the sniper, with the rifle, Kano felt like he was all over the place in a good way. Very, very impactful. Of course, is Kano as he always been. Yung MATTJESS hindi na naka-recover ever since then. I mean, again, MATTJESS, I give them commendations for being still the fearless team that they are. But at this point, you cannot risk it anymore, especially dahil 2-0 na ang set score natin, Gramon.
Yeah, man. 2-0, man. Ito yung parang na-expect natin out of this roster alone. This is a team that will always adapt, will always provide something new to the table. Pero it was the good old sub-base for them at the end of the day. Oo, home court advantage ng pareho nating teams. Pero this is built on multiple layers kasi para dito sa Team Stallions. Masyado na malalim ang strat book, masyado na nagulat dahil doon sa TRG pickup na meron kay Kano. I actually ended it with 20 plus kills sa buong set natin dito. So, I mean, what else can you say? The Wonder Kid is online on the server.
Ridiculous performance yet again. And I feel like Stallions, they are heating up even more for our set number 3. And well, it is going to be Eagle Eye 2.0, a map that MATTJESS picked up, but this is another one of those signature Stallions maps eh.
Totoo. Kahit sub-base man yan, kahit Eagle Eye pa, STS will be comfortable wherever you go. But where will MATTJESS go dahil dito? Bipolar and Sneaky Frog, sagutin niya nga yung tanong ko.
I mean, it's up to them, Ramon. It's down to 2-0 now, and breaking news, just 1 point away from getting this series for Stallions, and they are now just again 1 set away from Chengdu bound or finals bound as well. Sneaky, what a game! Ito na yung sub-base na alam natin for Stallions, just full on domination. Yes, again, the first half is going back and forth dito for MATTJESS and Stallions, kaso nga lang man, nung nag-activate na si Kano, nung nakita natin siya na dire-diretso kumukuha ng mga wall banks na hindi naman niya nakikita yung kalaban, dun mo na nalaman, STS, easy na to para sa kanila from this point on.
Yeah, this is probably yung map na actually was probably had the most eyes on it, no, yung mga international teams natin nag-prepare para sa specific na map na to. Pero para naman dito sa Stallions, I really feel like it was pretty natural para sa kanila yung laruan overall. I mean, yung PL side pa lang nakita na natin na, they're already dominating yung depensa dito na MATTJESS. And of course, with MATTJESS not having that much momentum sa nakita natin ng map number 1, and kagaya nga ng point na sinabi ko kanina, Bipolar. MATTJESS needs that map number 1 win para makakuha sila ng momentum, and going into sub-base is not really helping with their confidence. Pero granted, I'll still compliment itong MATTJESS because they did better than some international teams dito sa sub-base ng Stallions, pare.
Yeah, looking at it, 10 to 6, 16 rounds. 6 go into hands of MATTJESS. Ninkyu, 1.07, 1.18 naman kay Zach. These two players have been carrying the team right now. Samahan mo pa dito ng forces ni Yaba. Good headshots, by the way, on Ninkyu, 0.87. And that is actually insane. Some of the squads dito medyo lackluster pa siguro. Yun nga talaga The first map natin dito took a toll on them, and it's relaying onto sub-base. Pero for Stallions, 2.5, 2-0 on Kano. And this is what you want to see from Stallions. Tama nga ba, Sneaky?
Oh, for sure. I still want to compliment itong si Ninkyu and si Zach for keeping the team in, dito sa laruan natin. I feel like they're, those two are the reasons why they even got all the way up to 6. And ayun nga, I did expect this coming in for the Stallions, especially para kay Kano. I love the gun choices, man. Para sa Stallions especially. Like, 3 EBRs, isang HK, second mid is about to be full of bullet holes, pare, kasi yung mga pintuan talaga hindi nila papabayaan lang ng basta-basta. Pero KLB ang magiging set MVP natin, the captain, El Capitan na naman with another one. And ayun nga, one of yung players dito na Stallions. Granted, he is the IGL, pare, but his output is just like in any other rifler, pare.
Yeah, iba ang ginawa dito ng KLB. The sheer pushes as well, yung pagiging agresibo ito ni KLB, we'll be seeing in the highlights as well, na dire-diretso lang. This man is fearless pagdating dito sa labanan na to. Nakikita nga natin siya, he always puts himself kapag GR side, nasan dito siya towards the missile, pero ngayon man, he is all around the map. He is going crazy. Nakikita mo dito leading the charge as well with the HK M14, kahit anong baril ang gamitin dito ni KLB. He is on fire nonetheless, and still Stallions now looking pretty good. Loy as your first MVP, tapos susunod mo dito si KLB. Yung star players natin na inaabangan ng mga international teams like KLP and Kano, not really up there yet kasi parang again, natural lang talaga ang laruan dito ng Stallions, and you love to see that these players shining all throughout. Everybody, that is our second set of the day. Sub-base na po yun. Magbabalik po ang CFSPH regional finals with our set number 3. We'll be right back.